there is this concept that what is like nectar in the beginning is like poison in the end, and what is like poison in the beginning is like nectar in the end. Way back, baby, with the ASMR episode on philosophy on the Daily Vedantic. So buckle up for a soundscape of maximal whatever ASMR means. Just kidding. We're not doing an ASMR philosophy episode. I mean, maybe in the future, won't write it off. But I never got that bug. People love listening to ASMR stuff. Like real soft, like crunch, eating an apple up next to a microphone. I don't got that. Whatever that bug, whatever that sense pleasure someone gets from that, I don't know. I don't got that. Never got anime either. Just was impervious to ASMR, anime. And I'm not even knocking it. I mean, I've tried to watch the anime episodes. I'm like, I don't understand what the appeal is. Today's reflection has nothing to do with any of that, though. Does it? Could I rope it in? Yeah, I could actually use anime as a segue. I was watching this YouTube video of a kid that loves chicken nuggets. It's all he'll eat, according to his parents. And the kid's talking about how much he loves them, why he loves them, what he does with his like ketchup, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, chicken nuggets. And the kid's probably 8 years old, 120 pounds. Not good for an 8-year-old. That's poison. These are not chicken nuggets. You can slap a sticker on poison and call it nectar, call it honey. That doesn't make it not poison. Eating liquefied, probably crazy amount of hormonal injected poultry and then frying them as your diet is poison. Watching too much anime, probably poison. There's poison everywhere around us. There's no judgment on that kid. If anything, oh man, wickedness bereft of a guide. Happy and blessed is the hour when wickedness stands forth as goodness bereft of a guide. This obsession with chicken nuggets, there's just empathy that a child did not have better guides than parents that look like the continuation of a diet of chicken nuggets, feeding that child so many chicken nuggets. Less sad is the adult version. All of us, with a culture that puts poison all around us and we're constantly reaching for it. Escapism, to get our mind off of the duties, the obligations that we know we need to perform, that we know we need to pursue. The sweet, the honey-like poison that we choose when we are mindlessly chasing after career goals, when we're pursuing a life of, let me just show off this, and this that I've got, that is poison. Not only it might be the fast car you want to show off, the new big house that you want to post on social media. That big house might be straight up poison for you and your life. It might be something you can't afford. And it is a cancer in your bank account or your mind because you know you can't afford it and it is stressing you out like crazy. But it's also poison to the relationships that people you think you're going to impress now start rooting for your downfall. It's a poison to the harmony of you and your community. These poisons are all around us. We are all like 8-year-olds just eating chicken nuggets. Either quite literally with the fast food that we choose, the diets that we adhere to or don't adhere to, or all of our pursuits of name, fame, power, admiration. We are constantly poisoning ourselves. It's like drinking salt water to try to quench our thirst. And for the briefest of moments, we think it's doing that job. And yet, we're even thirstier on the other side. In the 18th chapter of the Gita, one of my favorite knowledge bombs within this philosophy, and I mentioned it on the podcast before, there is this concept that what is like nectar in the beginning is like poison in the end, and what is like poison in the beginning is like nectar in the end. So how do we avoid poison? Well, it doesn't taste like chicken nuggets. It might taste like a hearty kale salad. It doesn't taste like a bunch of likes on social media. It might taste a bit more like a really hard hour-long workout. It doesn't taste like the joy of pats on the back from your community for some achievement. It tastes maybe a lot like a really hard conversation you have with a coworker where you know it might actually move you back in your pursuit of your professional milestones in an effort to move the whole organization forward. What tastes like poison in the beginning ends up being nectar in the end. Reaching for that discomfort, reaching for the bitterness, reaching for the thing that you're like, I just sat down and I really want to just veg out with a Netflix show, but I hear the baby crying and my wife's been on her feet all day long. I'm going to jump up and go help for the next hour instead of watch TV. That's usually what nectar in the end tastes like in the beginning. Then you see it work. You see the harmony in your household. You see the appreciation. You see, wow, this is turning into nectar. And you try the alternative. You try just staying on the couch for the big game. And you feel the resentment grow in the household. You feel it turn sour. Kids running around, you're not doing a damn thing to help. And you see the nectar turn into poison. That's how you can discern poison and nectar from each other, is if it tastes a whole lot like chicken nuggets. It tastes like Coca-Cola in any literal or metaphorical sense, it probably is poison on the other end. If it's the hard thing, then it might end up being, and it probably is going to end up being like nectar in the end. We keep choosing the comfortable, easy, pleasurable thing, and we leave the uncomfortable, the hard, the good thing on the shelf. And our lives, if you do that enough, it's a downward spiral. A downward spiral where you eat enough chicken nuggets and you got all 3 major chronic diseases eating away at you, your energy, your capacity, your life, and eating away at your community. It's a burden for everyone around you. Or there is this beautiful ascending compounding power where you get stronger and stronger, fitter and fitter, more energized than ever before, helpful to a wise degree that you always know what to do, when to do it, how to do it. Your community gets stronger vicariously through you, and all of those moments of choosing the discomfort, the poison in the beginning, choosing the good over the pleasant. And instead of so many of us choosing salt water instead of the fountain of life, you start to choose the fountain of life a little bit more. That's what you get on the other side. More and more life for you and those around you. You start to drink of that a little bit more and a little bit more, and you see that ascension, that spiraling upwards, that compounding results of these hard but right decisions, and the energy and inspiration that builds within you. And then you look at the salt water and you can't believe you used to choose that. That is what an evolution in our awareness, our development becomes. And that's today's reflection on the Daily Vedantic. In the next few days, try to choose what seems like it tastes like poison, tastes bitter in the beginning, and see if it does have nectar on the other side. At least that's what this philosophy has said for thousands of years. But nothing in a book thousands of years old has any value if it doesn't map to our own experience. So see if it maps to yours. We'll see you next time.